Hello, everybody. This is Mickey D with Stationeers Season 2, Episode 31. And pretty much picking up where we left off. I did a little bit off camera, not too much. As I was eating my dinner with one hand, I was kind of running around doing a little bit in a game. And basically, we're getting some dropped frames. Yeah, okay. Looks like it was just a spike. Yeah, I just went through and kind of cleaned up a little bit of the mess. That's pretty much it. And yeah, I left. So the vending machine was locked out, as we know from the last episode. So I ended up pulling it out, and if you have it full of ores, it just shoots a geyser of ores up when the block disappears. So there was, or not ores, ingots. So there was ingots pretty much all around. And what I did is, the reason this jammed up is it had to be 2 back, which, like most machines, is, you know, I guess the size on the chutes works, but you always have to have 2 in between the machines. Otherwise, it kind of like jams up. So yeah, what I did was I ended up running all the, basically, well, moving this back, and I just left the data disconnected for now. But and I think he was doing an IC here, and I think it just stayed locked after he pulled it out. So I just moved it back, which lets it feed in. I set it to 500, and basically I ran the ingots back through to combine them after it had been emptied out. And then, like, I actually ended up going through and vending. Oops. Like, see, now we've got some lead in. Like, yeah, there's 500 lead. But pretty much all the other ores, gold, iron, lead. Yeah, iron, lead. I'm going to vend out all the lead because I just threw some in there. Iron, lead, iron, gold. These are all pretty much stacks of 500. So there's like 500, and then if there's any more than over 500, then... So we have like a little over 1,000 iron, it looks like. And just to try to, get those kind of combined and cleaned up, because there was, obviously ingots everywhere, which was not, it was a mess. So yeah, see, that one's full. Hey, Kelvin, how's it going? And then obviously that'll dump in, so 500, and then whatever was left over. Not going too crazy on it right now. And then let me see, iron, lead. Yeah, so a little over 1,000 lead. Iron. Oops, I keep forgetting that it switches to the next one actually after we do that. The lead. We already did a lead, gold, lead. So 50, 500. And whatever the other one, it won't let me read it. 50, and then 500. Yeah, so we had a couple of 500s. And obviously, since it's already at 500, it's just dumping it right in. But yeah, it cleaned it up quite a bit, and since we don't have any more iron there, so there's a 78 now. But just to kind of keep everything organized. Obviously, there's a little bit of stuff still running through. I think I still have the mining bag on me too, which... no, I don't. Okay, because we picked up some of that copper. I'm not sure if I ran that through or not. Obviously, there is more stuff over here, but I'm not dumping it. I mean, that's not the focus right now. It's just trying to get some of this stuff cleaned up, basically, because we got more to do over here, and I was, you know, kind of tripping over everything and trying to put stuff down and picking up ingots instead of, you know, it was just being a pain. And then, yeah, we still have, you know, mining belts and drills, and I'll probably recycle some of those because we don't really need, you know, like so many drills laying around. I mean, we have so many mining bags and stuff, but really we should kind of, these are all these mining belts are empty. Actually, I should just do this. But just to kind of get this cleaned up before we move on to the next phase of this. And most of these are all empty. Oops. We'll just kind of store stuff. Actually, I guess I could dump, like, I don't know, we got some silver, whatnot, but yeah, get all of our bags in the same location so that we can, you know, kind of have it organized. Ideally, I'd like to have no ores stored in here, or ingots stored in here, just have like empty mining bags. We don't really need two, you know. That's why we want to get the vending machine, so everything's kind of in one spot and ready to go. Oh, and there's the other mining belt. Is that? Nope, that one's empty too. Oh. Yeah, those are all full of coal. Now the coal I don't mind keeping in the belts because, you know, coal you can't really do anything with. It'd be nice if you could like press it or something so you could store it in larger amounts. You know, opposed to just having, you know, the ores basically. I mean, everything else you can pretty much stick in an ore form. Well, I don't think uranium you can't. But yeah, it'd be nice if you could like just press it or something and, you know, put it in a spot. Now, strangely enough, so I exited out at the end of the stream and I restarted because I was messing around to see if I could get that to unlock by just, you know, disconnecting it and restarting the you know, reloading the world or restarting the client, which no, it wouldn't, so that's why I ended up pulling it out, because I wasn't sure if it was going to delete out. I was hoping it would drop all the ingots, but I mean, I was pretty sure it would, but I wanted to test. And, you know, but it did. Thankfully, like I said, it shot a geyser of ingots up, which was like, they went all the way over to like here. They were just all spread out. I had to go around and collect them all. But strangely enough, when I started up this stacker that was kind of locked up, started running, and it just started putting ores out into, you know, number 5 here. And while I think about it, we should get rid of that because we don't actually need that one. It's not hooked into the system. So, and I think 5 arc furnaces is enough. Okay, I think that's pretty much cleaned up now, so we can kind of move on to something else. And obviously, you know, this needs to be still cleaned up and organized, but we got more stuff to do first. So this is working fine, and that's pretty much working, though it's, I think, more of a script issue than anything. You know, obviously the furnaces themselves are working fine. And, of course, more coal. Which, you know, I'm just... Here, you know what? We'll just run this through. And autosave. So I want to set up for like the output side, which we kind of figured out at the end of the last episode is we're going to, and of course, here, it doesn't matter where these are. They're just always in the way. Eventually, I should just put some wall lights out up there. But, so what we're going to do is run a sorter for each each, metal that's going to get, or material that's going to get run through. Well, I guess they are all metals. Each metal that's going to run through the furnaces. And we're going to do an output line that's going to come back this way into the sorters. And then we'll do kind of like this same setup right here. So, because it gives us a nice compact in a straight line. So they'll feed in the back. Sorters will dump through, and then we're going to go to a stacker set to 500. And then once it's stacked to 500, it'll go to an output line, kind of like this does. Well, kind of like the furnaces do. Output line, it's going to run back and feed into the vending machine, and then that way it's only going to put stacks of 500 into the machine. And if we need to pull back out, we can. And we should do an input line. We might see about doing that, because I kind of want to make this like we drop anything in here. So we might do another sorter branched off of this. And then if it's an ore, it'll continue down this side. If it's an ingot, we can come down and drop into the return line where it'll go through the sorters and get dumped back in. That way, if we pull out a stack of 500 and... Oh, look. There's a lead. I keep finding them around from where it shot them up into the sky. But yes. Yeah, that'll probably be fine, because we take a stack of like 500, we throw it in a machine, it's going to last quite a while. And then we can just do... Can we do 500? That's not going to work, is it? I'm thinking for the smeltery for the steel. The steel we might set to store in a slightly different amount, because, or the iron we might store in a slightly different amount, because we got to have 3 iron to 1 coal to make the steel. So if we store 500, it doesn't work out. We need 166 coal. So, if we store 400 iron, that still doesn't work. So, because you'd have to do like, it has to be a multiple of, so if we stored like 300, then we could use 100 coal, like 2 stacks of coal. Because unfortunately we can't go above 500. So I guess we're going to store iron at 300. Which will work, because then you could just pull out 2 stacks, that's 600, and it's kind of, pretty close to the 500 for everything else. Oh, well, that's going to be kind of a pain then, because then when we do... how are we going to do that? Because all of the other ores, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you're going to make like Invar and you need 1 iron to 1 lead, then we're going to want to pull out, we're going to want like 600 lead. I mean, I guess we could always, I don't know, maybe I'll just set up a, maybe we'll just set up a stacker somewhere so that we can, manually set how much, we can split the stacks how we want. And then we can just dump it back into the system and it'll restack it to go back into the vending machine, once we get up to an amount again. We gotta eat a potato real quick. And we should actually, before we do too much, we should go check on our hydroponics, because we haven't been up there in a while. And when's... There's not really a better time than when you're sitting here trying to eat a potato. And strange enough, yes, you can actually right-click and left-click at the same time, so you can interact with the stuff while you eat the potato, which is kind of convenient. So, you know, we can kind of multitask. All right, there we go. And yeah, I'm not surprised. We've got some potatoes on the ground, and this is probably empty. Yes. Thankfully, stuff does not despawn. Why is that not? Oh, because we're set to stack to 20. Yeah. So it's just going to... Oh, actually, that's... Why is it output? Why are they ending up on that side? And where did those just go? Did they just roll behind it? Are we going to have like a whole bunch of potatoes like... Oh, they're rolling... Okay, I guess they're rolling underneath. They're shooting out and rolling back. All right. We should have actually gotten more potatoes than that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, we should have got more potatoes. So, we're going to put a stack of 20 in there. I think we put like 15 in there or something. I don't know. We're going to get 3 per plant, so... Very nice. But potatoes growing. And one of these days we'll actually, you know, turn on these other ones. But we're not to the point. Those are going to be dyes. And since I'm not actually really dyeing anything, which I will regret later on when I have to go back through and label pipes and color pipes and stuff. But, you know, it's all right. And not bad. We're definitely making a stockpile of potatoes. I see one of these days we're going to have, you know, a double locker full of potatoes. I wish you could stack them higher, because we could just put them in the... We'll probably end up just putting a vending machine up there and just, you know, chalking it full of potatoes. All right, so we're going to need lots and lots of chutes, which is fine. We're set up on chutes. We're going to need... How many different ores do we got? I always forget. Copper, gold, iron, silver, nickel, lead, seven. Copper, gold, iron, lead, nickel, silver. 6. You think I should just put them in like order? Oh, you know what we could do? Let's so iron, gold, copper, silicone. I forgot silicone. And I think the electronics printer actually has everything in. Iron, gold, copper, nickel, silicone, silver, lead. I'm thinking it's 7. So we're going to need like 7 sorters. And do we have any sorters? We have 3, so we need 4 more sorters. And we're probably going to need a couple more after that too, but... oh, and... So 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, it used to show you how many you had queued up. And now it doesn't, which is really annoying. Okay, so sorters, pipes, we got our chutes, we got plenty of wiring. We got there, plus we got more wiring out over there. And I want to try to, oops, not there. Yeah, those are machines, there's furnaces. Sorters will need stackers. I don't think we'll need any. Well, actually, yeah, we are going to need stackers. We've got 2, so we're going to need seven stackers as well. You know what? We'll just make the stackers over here because we're making pipe benders over there. That's fine. Okay. And we had 2, so we need 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we need those. We'll go ahead and grab a little bit of wiring, and then we'll have some space for chutes. Yeah, we're going to go through a ton of chutes, so I'm just going to let it make chutes for a while. 192, we got quite a bit of iron. And I guess we'll go get started and let that kind of just run. Oh, you know what? We're going to need to expand out our platform. Yeah, we shouldn't need 30, I don't think. Huh. You guys let me know if the stream starts looking bad, because I am still getting some dropped frames for some reason. Looks like there might be some network congestion going on. You know what? And we'll probably, let's do that. And I think we're going to need 2 or 3 lines. We're going to go out 3. Okay. I kind of want to enclose this now, just because it's gotten so big. I want to leave the furnaces separate. I'm almost like want to do a wall down here and like enclose this, and then kind of like have it connected to the base this way, like, you know, with like a hallway or something. And then those we can actually set inside. They don't have to set outside. Well, this one kind of went outside. That one could be, well, that could be inside. I don't know. I don't know. Just idea I was thinking of. Or we could have put it all in the basement. Okay. Let's let me get some of this welded. Oh, actually, those might be done. 4, 5, 7. Okay, there we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. That might be. Let's call that enough for now. I don't want a lifetime supply of chutes right now. You know, I was just thinking, actually, we could have done all of our, probably don't want the furnaces down there. Maybe later on, which, I don't know, I kind of think about it. It'd be kind of a pain, but I'm thinking about putting all the sorting and stuff down in the basement. But just have the furnaces up here, so maybe have the ore drop off here. And then moving, you know, basically ore drop off Well, no, that would be an utter pain. I mean, not really. And just run a, chute down into the basement area and have it go through and sort it all. No, that would be a pain because then you'd have to run all the lines up to here to the furnaces and then run it back down. I mean, you could, but I don't think it'd really be worth it. I mean, we could move it all down there and just enclose the furnaces, because then we can capture the off gassing. But I don't think I'm going to do that. All right, so we'll put these, and you know what? I think we have some steel plates over here too. We do. So we might as well combine those, and we might as well grab those. And that's pretty much the last of the stuff we had laying around. Nope. Yeah, why don't we just keep those up there next to the frame blocks? All right, so what we're going to want to do then is we're going to want to do the chutes. Come on, thank you. And then we're going to run through and do all the junctions, which hopefully will work out, because junctions are kind of a pain. Okay, that'll work. And there. And of course, we're not going to be able to walk around. I'm not even condense that at all, because obviously we were kind of walking around the other way before, and it's not really working that well, to get around this. But I want to put the input side over here anyway, and hopefully we should have, well, it'll probably actually come up right against the vending machine, which is fine, because it's going to spit out, and then I like to, just be able to drop it right in. And that'll give us a little bit more room to walk through there. Though we shouldn't actually have to be walking through here too much, because this is not going to be a doorway. That's going to be wall. So we should only have to come back here if we have to check something or change filters. But we kind of have a big space here. And now that I think about it, maybe we didn't need to add that on. Oh, there's just stuff everywhere. Here, we're doing this solely so we can test our output. All right. Oh. Okay. Now, what I was just thinking of is, instead of running it back this way, I don't think we have enough room though. Let me see, how much space did we take? Well, it takes about 1 block per sorter. Actually, a little bit less, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and it's 5 sorters. But we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're not going to fit 7 sorters in there, because that's 4 blocks right there. And I think, well, the tank's there. So I guess we will run it on the back side here. It's just we're going to have this kind of big empty spot. I'm sure we'll find something to fill it up with later on. All right, so what we're going to do then is And we don't really need to be able to get... I'm going to take that off. Oh, yep, see, it shot out the ingot. So, very nice. The test was successful. And yeah, for now I'm just throwing stuff in there. Actually, let me just this. Oh, come on. You can do it. Thank you. And I want to grab that stack because otherwise, actually, let's do it this way. There, and then open up. There we go. That way we won't forget they're back there. And turn that off. All right, so pipes. 19.7. I'm trying to keep an eye on the dropped frames. If it gets too bad, or let me know if it's affecting the video quality. So we really only need one. Yeah, we can do a corner. We might need to change that a little bit. Ha, physics. Okay. So, yeah, let me go ahead and pull. Oh, you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's see if we can fit 7 sorters in there. We might need to actually come out farther just so we can get the 7. And then we're going to want... Now, the only... Yeah, I guess it's fine. That'll work the same way. So if we start one here, and I think we need 1 block in between. Yes. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, yeah, that works. Okay. Yep, that actually works pretty good. And we might actually only, you know what? We probably only need 6 sorters because the last one is basically going to output 2. Because we have, well, let me see. 1 ore, 2, everything else. 2 ore, everything else. 3 ore, everything else. About 4, 5, 6. And then the last one is there's only going to be 1 other. Yeah, so we don't actually, we only need 6. We'll still need 7 stackers, but we only need 6 sorters. Okay. That should work. And if not, we have room to put it back. But I'm pretty sure that's the way it's going to work. And I'm going to figure out is, are we going to need to run wiring first? No, we'll run in front because we'll need to do 2 anyway. And then we'll need to get to the stackers. So, yeah, makes sense to run the wiring in front. And I think I don't think we ran the wiring behind on the other ones anyway. We'll probably just come off of this end. All right. Yeah, why are we getting so many drop frames? Huh. All right, so do corner, obviously first machine, and then what was the easiest way to run those out? So I'm going to want window, window, yeah, I mean that's where we ran the, actually let's just do this first. Window, 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 because these are going to come out to the stack. Oop, still had another one in there. Okay, and then, oh, I'm going to run there, there. Now, I don't know if we can put two stackers right side by side. That's a good question. I'll check that real quick. Okay, stacker, 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 oh, stacker. And I haven't figured out if we're going to do this with an IC circuit or if we can do it with a, oh no, yeah, they need to be two apart. Oh no, it will actually let you do it. But we wouldn't. Oh, that's why there's like the alternates. Oh, that's weird. Huh. Oh, it doesn't actually change the, it just changes the data port though. I'm going to say, it'd be nice if it changed the handle and stuff too, but it doesn't. So, yeah, we're going to want them one apart so we can access the handle. There we go. Okay. Oh. Oh, come on, get in there. I swear, sometimes these chutes, it's like the last chute just doesn't want to go in. All right, now. Do that. Why do you know? Okay, there you go. Thank you. This way, this way, this way, and that way. Ah, so many chutes. There, there, there. No, yeah, they must be fine because it's not two doors. Oop. Oop, oop, thank you. All right, now we're gonna do the corners. And we got an autosave. Lovely. But that's all right. That's the perfect time to take a drink of coffee. And then back down. Oh, look, we actually did use all those chutes. Good thing we still have some more. We might actually need some. I think. Yeah, I think we're gonna need some more. I actually thought we were gonna have some left over. I didn't think it was gonna be a lot, but I didn't quite think we were gonna run completely out. It's alright. We'll make a few more stacks, I guess. Which we could, just thinking, maybe instead of, no, it's fine. We'll do it this way. I was thinking about bringing this in. Oops. You know, kind of bringing it in along here and then branching out, but that's all right. Oh, we actually got a lot closer than we thought we did. Or than I thought we were going to get. So we're only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're only like 5 short. So yeah, that's actually not. Oh, actually, we haven't run between the stackers. All right, so we're gonna need, because that's like 6 on each one anyway. So yeah, we need quite a bit. We need quite a few more, because we gotta still do the pain in the butt part where we weave in between, which is only a pain in the butt part because we have to keep changing from corner and rotating them around, corner to straight, rotate them. Things going in the fab. What, the fabricator? We'll start off with that. Okay. Well, that's not a fabricator. That's the vending machine. Yeah, that's that's the vending machine. It's not a fabricator. Okay, so if I remember correctly, we're going to do a corner. It needs to be stacked, because otherwise it's going to dispense whatever amount it's stacked, its input as. Oh, well, oh no, it goes in the back. Yeah, so if we put if we put 600 iron in there and they're in stacks of 10, it's going to put 60 stacks of 10, and that's what we're going to pull out. Is when you ask for it, it's going to give you 10. It doesn't automatically combine those to be stacks of 500. So, you know, which we've got the mod there, so we're getting 50. So, you know, we pretty much always just, you know, are refining batches of 50. But still, even, you know, if we run 6 mining bags of iron, then that's all going to be stacks of 50. And if we pull out, it's going to be a stack of 50. It won't combine them inside the machine. And it actually takes up more space because you only get so many stacks. So it doesn't care how much is in a stack, but you only get so many stacks inside. So if we top it off, or if we set these to be 500 or whatnot, then we're going to get the most use out of it storage space wise. Plus it's just going to be a lot more convenient because we'll know, you know, what we're pulling out. I think we ran those over, right? How did we do when we came out? Down, up, over. Oh, yeah, we went down, up. Oh, yeah, because we came not to the side, up and over. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Either way's kind of the same. Actually, if we go... everything's going to get output, yeah. So all the other ores, you know, are going to come through the arc furnaces, and then alloys are going to go through the vending machine, or go through the smeltery. So what we can do is, if we're going to make like Invar or something, we can just ask for, you know, a stack of iron and a stack of nickel. And we'll just get a 500 of each, and then drop them in the smeltery, and we'll end up with like 1,000 Invar, you know, or however amount we set it in there. I don't know. Iron's going to be kind of funky because you got to do the 3-to-1 ratio with coal. So if you want to store equal amounts, you know, we're gonna have a separate. We're gonna end up having a stacker, like a stacker right here that we can adjust. Okay, so, and I want to turn that. Actually, yeah, that'll work. Well, I'm thinking if we don't run there, it'll be easier to run the wiring down, because we have to come, our wiring is going to run out this side, come up to the stacker, and then come back to the sorter. So instead of running them to the side and up and over, then we have to run the wire. Actually, it doesn't really block it, so it's not that big of a deal. But I think we're going to run up. Oh. And then over, opposed to how we did it on the other. Yeah, if we do it like that, and then we do it like that, that'll work. And then we can do, oh, and I got the one twisted sideways. It needs to go the other way. Oh, I was thinking I was on the other machine. No, it was right. I was thinking it was over on that one. I forgot we'd already come over one machine. Ah, lovely. Can we get that far? Yes. Can we get that one? Yes. All right. We're gonna let him make some more. Yeah, we might do this. I don't know. I'm gonna say we could do off of the. I was thinking about doing something sort of like this with the the hydroponics and then having it dump into the vending machines, but we probably don't really need to. I think we'll just do a stacker off of them, and then they can, because the potatoes, they only stacked at 20, so I think we can just do, and we're producing each thing at each machine, so it's probably not. Yeah, we don't need to do a whole bunch of sorters. Okay. Oh, no, see, that's not going to work. That's what always screws me up, is because the first machine is always set up different than the other ones, since obviously it's not feeding over from another machine. That's why I ran in front last time. Though, I guess we could... Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that setup does work. Because of here. And then over. Because, yeah, if we have it right there, that's not gonna... I guess really what I should do is start from the back side. Okay. And corner. Thank you. There we go. Now, we could do a corner. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of leaving the wires. Though, I guess they are kind of exposed there. We're only running underneath. So maybe we will do it that way. For some reason, it seems kind of like a farther distance. Oop. There we go. Window. Yeah, and then obviously that's not going to work like that. Yeah, we'll just kind of... We can do them that way. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shoots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shoots. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the same amount of shoots. I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, actually, it might be the... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's the same amount of shoots. Okay. There. 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 Yeah, I wish it really remembered. Because every stack always starts back to the default, whatever that shall be. Okay. speaking of that, I can probably go turn off those chutes now. Because I think should have enough. Autosave. And still the autosave. Okay. Let's drop that right there. Yeah, I think we'll definitely have some chutes left over now, which is fine. And we'll probably use some somewhere else, potentially. If not, we'll just recycle them. Oh, that's funny. We got exactly, we have 10, 20, 30, 40. We have 40 more in there. We have 50 in our inventory. Oh, yeah. Now we're going to have some left over. Okay, corner. Good. Good. Yeah. Saying this is... yeah. That's all we needed left. So, yeah. All right. I'm going to run wiring. Oh, so we can actually get rid of that line. We don't need that line. We didn't come out as far as I thought we were. Because, you know, I kind of didn't leave any space in between them. But honestly, we shouldn't have to go in there once it's up and running. You know, shouldn't being kind of the keyword there. Yeah, we're going to have to find out something else we're going to run chutes for. Well, I know we're going to run chutes on the hydroponics at some point because I don't know. Maybe not. I know there is a script, and here we are. Like, we've had lots of luck with scripts so far. So there is a script to set cues for machines. And if that works on the hydroponics as well, and we need 1 stack of 10, then we could set cues. Maybe not. I was gonna say we could set cues for those, and then just, you know, set it to be like a few hundred or something. I don't know, and let it run until. But I'd like to see some way to get it to, if it uses one. I wonder if there's a. Nah, I don't think we're going to have a way to do it. I was going to say, if we could send the output to like a stacker, which we do, and have it hold it. And then, it'd be nice if there was some way to have it send back to top off the inventory, like the input. I don't know if there's a max on the input on those. There must be I would think there's a certain amount you can put in there. Well, yeah, because they'd only let you put in like a full stack of something, because as long as there's something in there, it closes off the inventory, which is kind of annoying. All right, yeah, these ones are going to be, we got to connect that final section. But first now we're going to do wiring. And we shall just start on, we're going to start on this corner and go around, because we know we're going to tie in over there. Oh, Oh, that's... Mm, I might not want that one. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. I was thinking about running that the other way, but it'll work like this. Okay, we can do that. And then we're going to run here, here, here. Oh, pretty much underneath every single, yeah, under every junction. And we can just run it right underneath. Work. Pretty sure we need, we might. We got 2 stacks of, almost 2 stacks. Stack and a half, I guess, of wiring. So it might be enough. Oh, yeah. Oop. And we should just need a junction right like that. Okay. And I'm going to have to label all those so I know which sorters it is. Do that. There. There. I'm actually going to want, I think, a straight wire in there as well. And this one, oh, actually, junction would work. There we go. Now these ones, yeah, just like that. Just like that. Oh. This is how you burn through a ton of wires. Corner, corner. Thank you. Oh, oh. Okay. And now I better be able to get that in there. Thank you. Let me say. And last one. Okay. Now I'm going to go through and turn all these on. And I don't think there is any script for sorters, at least on the workshop. All right, so those, everything should have power now. Oh no, we got a couple of that's right. There's a couple of straight sections we got to do because I accidentally skipped over. Oh, those are still running. Okay. Wonder if we can... Nah, we're not going to want to do that. Okay. Oh, I wish there was like you could do like shift control, you know, to do like... I mean, it's nice that you can do the C's, but everything is by... kind of getting there. I haven't really... We ignored the script for now because it's kind of working as good as we can get it for now. And strangely enough, when I reloaded the save, the fifth sorter started working. I don't know if it still is. I haven't dumped enough materials in, or if it's like one of those things that just locks up until, you know, we do a restart. But I'm setting up for output now. So I don't know why those are still running. Is it really still? I didn't think there was really anything in the system. It kind of just jumps. But it's getting there. We're gonna do
hunger critical.
I'm gonna eat again. I swear, it's like the food does not last as long as it did. Seems like I gotta eat more often now. Oh, no, I want to close the other one. All right, eat a potato. I swear those are stuck. They seem like they've been on for way, way too long. Unless I actually dropped something in there and I didn't realize it. No, I'm pretty sure I have not. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to keep an eye on them. We'll check back on them in a minute. But it seems like those furnaces have been on for way too long. All right. Okay. There. There. Okay. Now these should all have power. I wish there was a crouch button. We get to him from the other side. Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah. We better. Really? Really? We can't get to the buttons. Even though, you know, I can look directly at it. And cannot get to the buttons. Alright. That's kind of annoying. This one we might... Probably not. Okay, so I do like that design. So that's a you know, that design, doing the shoots that way is a lot better because we can still access the button and stuff. This one, we cannot. Oh, come on. What is with that pause? That cannot be an autosave. Hey, Mr. Montuk. How you doing? I guess it was an autosave. Holy cow. That did not seem like it'd been that long. But I guess we've actually been pretty busy. Moving right along, though. Come on. Come on. Get in there. Thank you. And then now this just needs to be a window section. Alright. All hooked back up. Yeah, I've got to make a fresh pot in a bit. Alright, so we're going to pull those off for now. Because if those... That's... What is going on with those? Is it... Am I going to have to move those junctions farther away? How have those not shut off? I mean, what is in there that those are still running? I guess we'll see. Oh. Ah, really? Thank you. Alright, I just don't want them to spit out and then confuse the conveyor system because we don't have the conveyor system programmed yet. I don't remember. I sent something down, but it already came out. Because I did that beforehand. I think it was like iron or... Oh, it was silver. I sent one stack of silver down. And that already came out. So I don't know what that is that it's taking so long. I mean, it's been like, what, 15 minutes, if not more? I don't know. I'll just let them run. It might be stuck. I don't know. Things seem to be getting stuck. At least, you know, we were having... I don't know. There's some weird bugs going on. I mean, obviously that conveyor got stuck. And kept sticking. And then... we had the weird reversal thing on that sorter. But there's definitely some weird bugs. But that's, you know, not... Actually, I want to keep that there. Completely unexpected. Saying that it is a, you know, it is an early access title. Hey, David, how you doing? Oops, we never got all of these set. Yeah, that's the last thing I want to do is send down, like, 4 bags of, like, silver or something, and it starts outputting them all at 1. Okay, 500, 500, 500, alright. And just to be safe, 2, 9, 10, yeah, that's fine. Now that they're all set up. The sorters for the these ones are not set up on these ones are not set up on logic yet. These and these are. So the furnaces and these sorters are set up from logic. This is set up on logic or the IC circuits. These ones are not set up yet. I'm not sure if we're going to do those on logic because I'm not sure if I can get those. I know you can do an item or a hash for the items to do it kind of like a whitelist, and we could probably do it that way. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could do it. There's 6 of them. So we could potentially do it on an IC because we could do one to each. You know, one leg of the IC would be each one. And literally all it would do is tell it to, you know, like allow gold through, pass everything else along. You know, allow iron through, pass everything along. I mean, that's really all it's going to do, except for the last one is going to be allow this and pass this. Yeah. Oh, you know what I just realized? Oh, the only thing, I guess we can cross over. Really, oh, I guess there wouldn't be no way around it. We had to wrap this way anyway. Actually, we could go down and come up. Oh, okay. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't screw up the sorting because it's gonna if they're not counted as having an empty inventory, then it's gonna skip over them and only feed to the other ones. So yeah, yeah. I would like to do this with an IC circuit. Honestly, I don't know if we'll be able to successfully implement it though. We do have one code we could refer to though. A little bit. Because the input bin on let me see. Oh, you know what? Okay. Where are we at on time-wise, first of all? Because I imagine we went through quite a few saves, so hour 18. Okay, we got a little bit of time before we hit the hour and a half mark. What we're going to do, we're going to switch gears for a minute before we get into trying to figure out the logic on that, which is going to take me more than 18 minutes probably. What we're going to do is, I would like to do it on logic circuit though. There's six sorters, so we could do it on one IC, you know, one on each leg of the IC, and that should be able to just plop it down. And that's going to be something that, you know, we're going to use again, you know, obviously in another, you know, if we ever restart or set up another sorting facility or something. So definitely worth doing, you know, opposed to we could throw it on a computer and program them that way. Now we're almost near the end of the episode, so which we'll do, and I am doing a couple more tonight, so yeah, well, that's what the script is supposed to keep it from doing is if, and that has a loop in it. So what it'll do is it'll keep outputting when it gets to the last one. So what the script does is if the furnace has an open inventory, it'll allow the sorter to output to that furnace. If the furnace has a occupied inventory, it'll make it go through the other route, so it'll jump it over to the next. If all of the furnace inventories are full, then what it does is when it gets to the last sorter and it does the alternate route, it'll make it loop around and go back to the first sorter. So it lets it keep looping. So unless you add like, and it's because the line is the shoot line is so long that unless you add like a ton of ores, like we could probably dump like quite a few bags of ores in there. Um, it's not gonna, because it'll keep letting it loop. Oh, the sorter. Yeah, it was supposedly that's supposed to get around the issue of it. I don't know, because yeah, it does seem like it can get bogged up. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. 14-hour day is rough enough as it is. That's the only thing I'm not looking forward to my new job is it's 12-hour days. But, the benefit of that is work a 12-hour day and, you get a bit of time. This has been down here forever. I should just pick it up. Um, is, at least mine is three, 3, 4, 3, 4, alternating 3 days 1 week, 4 days the next week, which is nice because it does have guarantee. It's 8 hours of overtime every other week. But drawback is it's 12-hour shifts. But work 3 days on, have 4 days off. Work 4 days on, have 3 days off. It's kind of nice too. I guess like anything, there's its pros and cons. All right. Yeah. What we need to do is, and where did we put that IC? This one. Oh, and why isn't that one? Why isn't that even on? Oh, I know why it's not on. It's because I keep reprogramming it. Oh, yeah. I worked a couple jobs like that where, well, I actually didn't have a day off for like 3 years. Because I worked like 3 jobs and it was, you know, just never had a day off. And it was awesome that two of them were set schedules and the other one was not a set schedule. So sometimes I would like work the 2 jobs and then have to go work the third job right away, and then go home. Or they were really bad about scheduling me for the middle of the day on the other job. So I'd go home, sleep for like 3 hours, have to go work my other job for like 3, 4 hours, and then go back home, sleep for another 3 hours, and then go to the other 2 jobs basically. Yeah, it was not fun. All right, we need to separate this somehow. Oh, I know why. Okay. Yep, we're gonna pull a line down. Actually, we might be able to see it from down here. Somewhere that computer, is it right here? With a really funky wire. Yes, that's the computer. Okay. That needs to be on a separate circuit because I keep overwriting the battery one because the battery circuit shows IC shows at the top of the list every single time I restart. And actually that's not too bad because we can come right down off of that line. Except, it would be really convenient. Oh, you know what we're going to do? We'll just do this. Pull that one down. Pull that one down. We've pretty much been working on refining and sorting system since last night. All right, what is... Actually, we're going to need that. We don't really need that right now. We are going to need that. Pull that off. And, yeah, it's been one... Oh, we tied the lights in on it. Okay, so that is not going to be like that. That is not going to be like... hopefully this will run. Actually, yeah, it should. So straight section there, perfect. Will it let me? No, yeah, I didn't think it would let me do that. All right, so, but it should let me do that. Nope. Oh, come on. Thank you. Okay. And four-way corner. That sounds good to me. Oh, actually, yeah, actually, we want it this way, and then we got an autosave. Wow, I think after this stream ends, I'm gonna try dropping the bit rate a little bit. I don't know why we're getting like 20% drop frames. It's been bouncing between 18 and 20% like the whole stream, and I have there's got to be congestion somewhere. Okay, yep, we're gonna do that, and then we can come out to the computer. Do that, and then a corner. There we go. There we go. There. 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 And this is going to stay on its own circuit. That way, when we're programming ICs, we do not and we shouldn't really need to max this one out either, but it doesn't really matter. It'll only take as much as it needs. We won't accidentally program any other ICs. We should be connected, but it's not actually. Oh, that's right. We got up. Yep, right there. Okay. And there. I like to, at some point, we got to label these transformers so we know, we can pretty much look right at them and see, we can read them basically. And yeah, I want a junction, not a corner. Know where they're going. That way, if we need to track down wiring or we want to do something to a specific circuit, it'll be relatively easy to do. Or at least, to find the starting point. So if we need to trace one back or something. Okay, so there, we can do that. And then now there's two. So 1, 2, there's going to be another. 3. There we go. All right. Now, that'll fix that issue because I think I've overwritten the solar panel control like I don't know how many times now. So that means it actually hasn't been updating for, I don't know, the last 2 streams because I overrode it earlier today. And I wrote it back, but I didn't realize I had to go back down and reactivate the... Okay, yeah, because we've been sitting at like 70% all day long. But really, it's just hasn't been updating. There. Now, that's it. We only see the one I see, and that's all we will ever see, because literally these two things are on their own circuit, and there shall never be anything else on that circuit. Those are famous last words right there. There'll never be anything else on that circuit. All right. Yep, they're both still running. Oh, and our pollution filters are... Oh, that was something I want to check too. Did our air conditioners start up? No, they did not. Yeah, I've really got to set something on that. But you know what? We should be able to make heavy filters now. We'll do that, and then that's going to be the, I think, the end of the stream. And we will be back, though. I'll be doing at least 1 or 2 more streams tonight. Electrum. We have no Electrum in here. We have Electrum. Actually, let's just make them in the fabricator. Because I know we have Electrum in here. And we could... Can we make a... Oh, we can't make a... Oh, never mind. Well... Yeah, we can only make basic... Why can't you make the heavy filters? I mean, I guess it's, That's kind of annoying. That's alright. We'll make a couple of the regular ones for now. I think... What do we actually have in here? Oh, we have Constantan. Oh, I think we can make the medium grade, maybe. Can we? No, we need silver. Oh, I may have dumped that into the machine. Actually, we have silver right here. Fine, there we go. It lasts a little bit longer. We might be able to run over there. If we have an extra one, it won't hurt. Our to be recycled pile. I should put a crate over there. That way we can just dump them in the crate. Or actually, we should just put a bin and then just drop them in the bin and let it run it through the recycling. Kind of do need to automate that too. Okay. Stop. Oh, really? If I was like just a little bit faster. Oh, no. Okay, that was perfect. I would have thought there would have been one sitting in the stacker, but I guess not. Probably because it knows you can't stack them. All right, so yeah, we're gonna call it good for this episode. And when we come back, we're going to mess with trying to do scripting for, which I probably, honestly, I will probably fail horribly at, since it'll actually be my really first attempt at doing the scripting. And to try to get these set. We also got to label those real quick, too. Yeah, so this is what I've done today, David, is basically get this pretty much up and running. So yeah, you drop off a mining bag, ores go through, goes down, tools come back, and the bag comes back. And what it tries to do is, if there's nothing in the furnace, it'll drop it in, if there's something in the furnace, it'll bump over to the next machine and try to jump it in. And if there's, if that one's full, then it'll go down, and vice versa. So if three's the first one that's empty, it'll go down until it hits three basically, and then go back out. Or, and then once three's full, it'll, it basically closes off the sorter if it's the inventory is full. And then what it's supposed to do, which I haven't actually seen it successfully do yet, is if all the inventories are full, it's going to loop it back around and bring it back in. And then it'll just loop it back around again until it can get into one of the machines. Now, what we're setting up now is once the machine's output, which I guess I could put that port back, because we know it's not an issue with the chutes. There we go. So then all these are going to, there's another one over there. That's right, because I was checking. Oh, and of course, I didn't grab the same stack because that's the one that was obviously already set up for that. Once it outputs, all the furnaces will output into this line, and then this line is going to tie back into this line. I just don't want it, I don't know if there's actually anything in those or not. I don't want it shooting into the sorting system over here before I'm done setting it up. So this will run, and then now this is going to go by each ingot type. So iron, steel, gold, silver, blah, 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 blah. It's going to stack them to 500 and then drop them into this line. And this line is going to feed back in, and then that stacker will be gone. It's going to go into the vending machine. So they will all be stacked at 500 in the vending machine. Except for steel or iron. Iron we might stack a little bit different because you got to do the 1-to-3 ratio instead of the 1-to-1 like everything else if you're going to make an alloy out of it. So that we'll figure that one out. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to stack iron at 300, because then we can do 100 coal to 300, or we can do 3 stacks of iron and 3 stacks of, so that'll give us 900 iron and 300 coal. Something like that. But I don't know. We might just stack everything at 300. We'll lose a little bit of space in the vending machine, but that way we have to do the 1-to-1 for Invar solder, Electrum. Well, not Electrum, but Invar and solder. We'll have a stack of 300 of, nickel or silver or, whatever we need. So when we're doing the alloys. And actually gold and silver we could keep. Constantine, yeah, I have to see. Gold, silver. Well, silver is... Constantine is what? Is that iron and silver? I always forget that one. Iron, nickel. I don't remember. But, yeah. So, yeah, we're going to try to do an IC on that the next episode, which, like I said, I'll probably fail horribly at. But, anyway, so, and then the last thing we're going to do is I'm going to reverse the inputs and outputs on these. So, the input bin is going to be on this side. The output bin will be on this side. And then that way we'll just be able to go, ask the vending machine for whatever we need for the alloy, drop it in. We'll just get, I need silver, I need gold, drop it in. Okay, make the electrum. And then it can spit it out right here, and we'll take it and stick it in any of the machines we need it in. And I think that'll work pretty good. And we might actually leave the stacker here. No, we don't want to leave the stacker there. I don't want to tie it into the... We might put it... Oh, yeah, no, I guess we wouldn't actually need a sticker. If we do the 300 on all the ores, then that would probably work. But I do want, yeah, I think we're going to add another sorter in here. What's that? Yeah, we're getting, I keep getting dropped. You're talking about dropped frames. Yeah, I'm getting like 20% drop frames, and it's kind of pretty much been consistent the whole series, or the whole episode. So I don't know what's up with that, but it's obviously some network congestion somewhere. Um, all right, yes. Well, we're going to call it good for this episode. I see Mr. Montouk's running around. Um, but we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. I'm going to try dropping the bit rate a little bit and see if that can kind of compensate, since I do usually run on pretty the higher end for the bit rate. I can drop it quite a bit without really affecting the quality. And hopefully that'll, if it's network construction, yeah. Well, somebody was saying yesterday too. Yes, it was YouTube was doing that yesterday too. Somebody was having issues, and they jumped over to Twitch and was watching it, and it was coming through fine. So YouTube's having some issues on their end. I know their studio's having issues because there's like 5 things that aren't working on Studio right now. But anyway, all right. Well, we'll call this good for this episode. Like I said, I'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. And then we'll pick up. You guys can watch me fail at scripting. And I don't know what we're going to run into after, because we get all the sorting and stuff done. That's a big portion of it. So I guess we'll probably work on the base pressurization. I'm thinking. I don't know. Actually, we got to work on radiator system first. That's going to be the next thing. We got to work on the radiator system. Yeah, and getting the ACs auto started and stuff. But anyway, yeah, I'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next episode.